Army customs, courtesies, and traditions emanating from our culture reflect the importance of and the pride we take in our history of service to the American people, built on a bedrock of trust by demonstrating and developing military expertise, contributing honorable service, displaying esprit de corps, and providing stewardship of the Army profession. The Army's customs, courtesies, and traditions reinforce these 5 essential characteristics of the Army profession and connect all Army professionals, past, present, and future.
Customs, our courtesies, our traditions creates the framework for our professional culture. The traditions acknowledge those who have worn a uniform before. When you put on this uniform, you're part of something bigger than yourself.
For esprit de corps, you can't have it without discipline. The only way you can truly have discipline is with tradition.
I think the discipline that you learn in many of these customs and traditions, marching, saluting, where you stand, all of these build the esprit de corps.
It just gives us a common purpose with sort of a common perspective on how we go about serving the nation. And those courtesies can be as simple from the hand salute to walking to the left of superiors, change of command ceremonies, promotion ceremonies, or just simply saying hua, which is an affirmation that I got it and I'm gonna work it until I execute mission.
Customs, courtesies, traditions, the visible aspects of our Army culture. A custom is a widely accepted and established practice. The Army has its own customs, both official and social. Some have been handed down from the distant past, while others are of comparatively recent origin and help define who we are as a profession. A custom we still practice today is the change of command, a ceremony rooted in military history dating back to the 18th century during the reign of Frederick the Great of Prussia. At that time, organizational flags were developed with color arrangements and symbols unique to each particular unit. To this flag and its commander, the soldiers of the unit would dedicate their loyalty and trust. When a change of command was to take place, the flag was passed to the individual assuming the command. This gesture was accomplished in front of the unit so that all could see and witness their new leader assuming his dutiful position. Although U.S. Army professionals swear their allegiance to the U.S. Constitution, the symbolism of transferring command still carries great importance today.
I have a great appreciation for the customs. They're such special moments, change of command ceremonies, retirements. Those to me are dearest to my heart.
The fact that the troops are in formation with the flags, the changing of the flags, it's just so patriotic.
The change of command responsibility really does allow me to show everyone outside my organization, the pride and the discipline of my organization.
Courtesy rendered among members of the Army profession is imperative to maintaining good order and a disciplined work environment. Military courtesy is a vital aspect of demonstrating respect to other members of the profession. Courtesy includes good manners and politeness while dealing with others throughout society. Some of the Army's more common courtesies include standing at attention or parade rest and addressing others by their rank or title.
Cool, thank you for starting.
You're welcome. Does anybody have any other questions?
One of the most honored military courtesies is rendering the hand salute. The salute we practice today dates back to the Middle Ages, when knights acknowledged a comrade by raising their visors with the right hand. The salute is a privileged gesture of respect between soldiers.
When a senior person comes into the office and I call at ease or I say attention, it gives me pride in knowing that, the Army has instilled in me the respect that I should give to someone that has come before me.
The tradition of the hand salute is so important to recognize those individuals for the rank that they've achieved.
The hand salute to a senior officer or a hand salute from enlisted to an officer is a recognition of not just that the soldier knows that I'm supposed to follow your orders, But more importantly to the leader, he has responsibilities to those who render that salute.
Rendering the hand salute is important because it shows that you're upholding the Army traditions, you respect them, and rendering their hand salute, they also respect you too.
That salute signifies that when we're done talking, we all leave on the same sheet and we're all committed to the same end state.
Military traditions bind us across more than 2 centuries of the U.S. Army profession. Army units having distinct regimental colors is a tradition that began during the Revolutionary War. General Washington required units to display distinctive colors, display the number of their regiment, and select a motto. That tradition is very much a part of the Army profession today and is a great source of pride for the members serving under those colors and sounding off with the same energy given by generations of soldiers before them.
Calling cadence. I always felt that was just kind of a motivational thing, especially on runs. It always had me really pumped up and ready to go.
Esprit de corps, I love that. It's a winning spirit. Every unit has a motto. We had a can-do motto, and everybody lived by that.
Anytime I have the ability to participate in someone's promotion ceremony, I do my best, because that is probably the most overlooked. However, it's also one of the most important traditions in the Army.
Leaders at all levels, whether you're a squad leader, whether you're a first sergeant, battalion commander, or even a general officer, we owe it to our institution to coach and mentor our subordinates about our customs, about our culture, our traditions, to reinforce the commitment that we all made when we took our oath.
On the civilian side, it's one of readily identifying to the organization's mission and breeding enthusiasm in others. I can think of no greater noble endeavor than to serve in the United States Army.
Army customs, courtesies, and traditions reinforce the 5 essential characteristics of the Army profession, particularly in the areas of esprit de corps, honorable service, and stewardship. Esprit de corps is an essential characteristic of the Army profession, demonstrated by the winning spirit of our soldiers and Army civilians. It is developed and strengthened through a shared history, which is reflected in our customs, courtesies, and traditions. Our commitment to the Army today is shared with those who preceded us, recalling their legacy of honorable service to the nation in defense of freedom.
The tradition of casing and uncasing the colors, it's very near and dear to my heart. The American flag, to me, symbolizes everything that is good about our nation, everything. And to further extend everything that is good about the Army.
Getting out of the car as a child for retreat and seeing everybody else standing there, I never really asked why we did it. I just knew we were supposed to.
As stewards of the Army profession, we will ensure that these fundamental aspects are carried forward by future generations.
Army customs, courtesies, and traditions. These 3 hallmarks of the Army profession remind us of our more than 2 centuries of rich history and provide us with a living connection to generations of soldiers and civilians who honorably served and defended our nation. As leaders and stewards of the Army profession, we must ensure that our customs, courtesies, and traditions are embraced and practiced at every opportunity. We are America's Army, and this is our profession.